Yo, what's going on, y'all? I'm Cavell Anderson, and we are back with another Veve and Ecomi video. Now, I know what y'all expect. I know y'all expect me to talk about how, for the last 2 years, I've been calling everything, been consistent, talk about how when it comes down to the fundamentals of this project and really understanding it, no one has been coming close for the last 2 years. I know y'all expect me to talk about myself and talk about how I'm always right and things of that nature. But honestly, I've matured. I've become a new person, and I'm still doing all that. No, I'm just playing, but yo, we got some really big news, man. We got some really great news. Some news that leads me to believe the tokens, the NFTs, the Omi token, and the NFTs are going to be very valuable. And this was the news that I was actually hoping to get. So, what I love about Veve is that, I mean, you never know. Like, I don't love that, but you never know. But when they do a good job and they surprise you, they really do a good job, when they come through and deliver, it never really fails. I mean, they can miss the mark here and there sometimes, but I feel like if you understand what was presented, I know some people saw this and they weren't happy about this, and that's because their expectations was, oh, Veveverse is gonna come out, it's gonna look like GTA, it's gonna have a bunch of gamification ready already, the NFTs is gonna come out ready. People just had unrealistic expectations. But what we're gonna do in this video, we're just gonna go over what's on the screen right here because this is a lot of information. But then we're gonna drop another video where that video is gonna go into the importance of what's already within the metaverse, and we're gonna go through some of the gameplay. So it's so much to cover here. It's so much to cover here. So yeah, stick with me, y'all. I know a lot of people have been happy waiting for some of my thoughts and stuff on it because I am the most outspoken about the Veveverse, have been for the last 2 years. So this is dope. This is a big deal. Be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe, turn on notifications so you can stay updated with everything going on. Excuse me, still got this little cough. But yeah, let's get into it, y'all. Let me take me a little sip of water here. And then get a cough drop so I'm not coughing in y'all ear the whole time. Then we're gonna jump into the very first point here because they came out of the gate swinging. So yeah, the multiple device support. Ironically, earlier in the stream? Yeah, I believe it's earlier in the stream. I was talking about how I was not going to be one of the guys wearing the VR headset. So I grew up in a time where we're told don't sit too close to the TV or you're going to go blind. And now the new technology is going to put a TV on your freaking wrapped around your head. Like, it's like that's not in my comfort zone. It's a little bit out of my comfort zone. I don't see myself ever going full VR. But a new generation growing up with that, I can definitely see VR being the norm for a generation. That being said, it's going to take some time for VR to really catch on and be what it's going to be. I mean, VR could take, once the technology is established and affordable, could take 5 years to adopt. So, like, this is why I've always had, like, a more realistic timeline where I'm talking about that 10-year mark a lot, because that's what's more realistic for the world to change and go in that direction. NFTs have to be accepted. Virtual reality has to be accepted. Cryptocurrency has to be accepted. So many different new things has to be accepted. We're just at the regulation stage. We're just at the stage where things are getting regulated. So we're early at the beginning of this. In the NFT space, we've come up and seen a lot of scam projects and stuff like that. That's been on the forefront of this space because nobody really understands it. But the more understanding we gain of what this space is going to be, the more you see the things that's important. And that's why it's important to understand why what Veve has done and presented is game changing. Because I haven't seen anyone doing this. So let's go away from the looks and let's go into the plan. Multiple device support. I have a YouTube channel that's popular in Asia. So from that channel, I've learned that it's a lot of poorer areas over there. They can't really afford certain things. They can't afford a PC and stuff like that. So they play a bunch of mobile games. In India, PUBG Mobile is the biggest game. In certain parts of Philippines, the Mobile Legends is the biggest game. Mobile games that are dominating right now is because they're popular in Asia. So with them doing that and then targeting Asia, that's massive, because now Asia can take part in the Veveverse. Asia can be on spending the money that they have on some of the things that they want. Then you got people who are going to have their desktops and stuff. Of course, people who want that experience. Like, basically, you're not leaving anyone out. Everyone is going to be able to access the Veveverse, which means everyone is going to be able to spend this money, which means they're going to be able to buy our collectibles, to view the stuff that we build. They're going to be able to, like, everyone can take part in what's going on, which means more money for investors. Simple, as simple as that. More money for investors. So that is huge. That multiple device support, I was kind of worried that it would only be desktop or only like VR. I was like, I hope they don't go this route. That doesn't necessarily make sense, but if this is a true metaverse, it needs to support multiple devices, because you can't just force people to be in any one input. Otherwise, that's a huge barrier to entry. So I'm glad that they will have the foresight to do that. Game engine agnostic. But now the developer pool of who they can hire to work on this has increased. And also, some things does better than other things, or looks better or performs better than other things on other platforms. So if you can use both, if you can use multiple different ones, this means that you can always find a developer or a team to give you the best solution for a specific thing that you want to do, a specific feature you want to add, a specific look you want to go for. You have more flexibility. You have more flexibility and more people that you can hire. So this is great. Cloud streaming, that's going to be cool. The fact that what they said something about that was cool. But honestly, let's go into the ones that I think was mainly interesting. Multi-user. I did see there was a part in the Veveverse thing where they were drawing something on a little whiteboard or something together. That was cool. And to have that in the first iteration, I used to create games. What was difficult about it was difficult when you were creating games that other people could interact with each other at the same time. Like, that was difficult at the time when I was doing it, because this was like, I was young, I was a kid. That was always difficult for me. So I had to learn that. That was a skill I had to develop. So I feel like the fact that they're coming out with a metaverse where on screen you can see another person drawing the stuff at the same time, and already having that capability there and enabled and working live for a demo, I think that's huge. And I know that that's one of those things where you'll take it for granted because you're used to seeing Fortnite or you're used to seeing Roblox or something like that. But that's one of those things that I don't sleep on, because I know the importance and how difficult that may be to actually accomplish something like that. So to have it already and ready to go, that means that it's the same thing. Like the multi-users working together and stuff like that, that's the same thing as like being able to build and work on a showroom together, or being able to play a 1v1 game against somebody in the Veveverse. So to already have that basically working, it just means now you have to create these other experiences, which that isn't easy, but the hard part, the foundation is built. Like, they have shown us that they have been building a strong foundation, and that's what I love about what we saw. Like, it did, like, people, like, I saw a lot of the VV community, and I get it. You all want to support your project. You don't want to flood your investment, but come on now, y'all got to stop the BS. Stop the BS. Like, people were happy when we only saw that little couch inside of a glorified showroom. Y'all got to do better, bro. If it took them 2 years to put a damn couch in a room, I would have been on their ass. And y'all should be too. Like, I should not have to convince anyone that should be a problem. Like, that's a huge problem. Like, look at all that they delivered in this time. This tells us that they have been working. If all they had to show was that freaking couch in the showroom with a painting on the wall, come on, bro. And don't get it twisted. The graphics and stuff look nice. Like I said that was a week's worth of work. With those graphics, that would have been 2 weeks worth of work if that was everything. But come on now, y'all. Like, this is some years worth of work. This is what that is. So I like it. The persistent world, avatars. We knew that we were gonna have avatars, levels of access, seamless AR, VR experience, scripting language. This is probably the biggest here. The fact that you're gonna be able to create your own things here. So this creates a new business. This creates a new job opportunity, because you're gonna be able to hire people to build you worlds. You're gonna be able to hire people to build you things within the Veveverse. So they have their own language where you can build things using their language. So now that creates job opportunities, and it also creates a competitive market where some people are going to blow up. Some people are going to be known for creating dope Veve things. And these people are going to be getting hired all the time. There's going to be new fun things to do in the Veveverse. So if you have a business idea, like let's say I want to start a real estate business. I want to start flipping houses. You're gonna find some houses, then you're gonna hire some real estate, like you're gonna hire some a construction company. You gotta find a construction company you trust and all that stuff so they can start building the house and everything. And that's just part of the process. What we're gonna be looking at in the future is, oh, I wanna invest in this Veve, I wanna invest in some land on Veve. I gotta hire somebody who uses Veve scripting language, and I wanna build this. So I may have to pay some licensure fees or something, or through Veve, of course, like, or yeah, like depending on how it goes. Like if you're able to Disney Plus, if you're able to make a movie theater, if I can hire somebody to make me a movie theater, then I can get access to Disney Plus, where I can now bring people over there and do Disney Plus premieres through Veve. That's a huge business, especially depending on who does it. Like let's say, who's popular? Freaking Mr. Beast. Let's say Mr. Beast does it. If you don't know who Mr. Beast is, he's the biggest YouTuber in the world right now. Let's say he starts he goes and he wants to hop on the Veveverse, and let's say charge like $2 to everybody who comes to his movie theater, and he wants to watch something on Disney Plus. A lot of money just gets made in that transaction. And people are always saying, yo, why would they let I know why Disney would make money. I know why Veve would make money. Why would they let us make money? You're buying land in the metaverse. So you bringing all those people together, you bringing that audience together into that business, that's why they would that's why they would let you make money, because you have to get eyeballs there. Like otherwise they would just have one person. That's not making them no money. If you are in your business alone, that's not making them money. It's incentivizing for you to make some money, because then you're going to work harder to get more people in there, because you're eating too. You got to look at this like the business world. Because this is the business world. So this scripting language makes it so we can see some interesting things being built, and depending on what type of stuff we're able to build, like the limitations, obviously some things are going to have to come. So will the users actually have access to watch stuff with an audience? Maybe, but that's probably something that have to more so be worked out later on. I don't know if they've been thinking like that just yet. They could be. They've been thinking that this is well thought out, man. But yeah, I just wanted to point out the importance of being able to build your own things within this metaverse, and the fact that we can bring in NFTs from outside. So think about this. It's a lot of rich people out here. Let's say the Bored Apes community. Let's say they hear about what Veve has going on. They want to bring their NFTs into the Veve ecosystem. They bring their NFTs in, then they hire somebody to create something solely focused around the Bored Apes community, because who better to create for the Bored Apes community than somebody from that community? And this goes for every NFT community in the world. They can hire someone they can come into the Veve ecosystem, hire someone to make an area that's going to cater to their people who they understand. Like maybe they come up with some weird idea, like let's make a strip bar or something like that. You know, I don't know, but yeah. And the only way that you can get in, like the scripter, the person who's writing the script, the only way you can get in is if you have a Bored Ape NFT. So now there's a special Bored Ape access in the Veveverse. And now a Bored Ape community has their own place of privacy. They don't have to be around any Veve Moon Boys, Omi Moon Boys, but they can take advantage of this ecosystem and they can be off in their own little area. How is this beneficial to us? Because they had to purchase that land. But the fact that they're there is bringing more eyeballs into the platform. It's bringing more people into the platform. When they're in there, excuse me, yo. When they're inside, they're going to be passing all types of DeLoreans flying around and Batmobiles, and they're going to be seeing Spider-Man swinging, and they're going to be seeing a game area. They're going to be seeing all this stuff. So as the Veveverse builds out and more attractions come, now the Bored Ape community is seeing it before their eyes. Unlike right now where it's just all Veve, it's just basically Veve fans. And we're seeing this delusional Moon Boys. So You got, like, now, because of what Veve is doing, because of what Veve is offering, you have to take it serious, because now it's bringing in other NFT projects. You can't argue if what Veve has is actually a Web3 company at this point. It's bringing in whole NFT projects, stuff that's on the block. It's bringing in other NFT projects now. There's no debating if Veve is dominating Web3. Yes, it is, and during a bear market, by the way. These guys are doing this while they're flying out to events and putting on shows, having whole Lambos in buildings. Like, this is the level that Veve is playing at. They can dominate the NFT world while at the same exact time while they can dominate the NFT world while at the same time put on a show for a live audience. It's been pretty amazing what they've been able to do. So the scripting language, this was 100% needed. I love it. I hope that there's a simpler, you know, solution to this. Like, I want to see like a Fortnite build type thing where if Veve gives you tools to build some stuff within Veve as well, like, which I'm pretty sure that they're already doing. It's just like a showroom. It's like a showroom already. They have features to build stuff. Like, if you can build other things in easier ways where you don't have to hire a whole scripter. I think scripters is really going to be building things like maybe on land or something. I don't know. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see these things in action, to see exactly how they're used, so we can really envision it a lot better. But just being able to read through this and think about what it could mean, I think that's massive. This creates an opportunity for other communities to come in, whatever project they're passionate about, to come into the Veveverse, because it's going to be the best, one of the best out there. Build something for their own community, make it private to their own community by requesting that you have an NFT, a specific NFT, and they can use our world, pay rent in our world, use our Ecomi token. That's huge. That is huge. And like, let's say you come into Veve, you a Bored Ape member, you have your own little area. Another Bored Ape person comes into your space and they want to buy one of your Bored Apes off you. If they decide to do that transaction from the Veveverse, some of that is going to impact Ecomi. And that's huge, because you know the type of prices Bored Apes and stuff sell for. So if these transactions can take place through the Veve ecosystem where we're using an Ecomi token, that just takes things to a whole nother level. So this is the type of stuff that I'm thinking about. This is the type of stuff that got me super, super excited. We're going to jump into some more in a video coming up here, but I just want to put this one out because I know that you all have been waiting for something. I've been trying to get my cough under control, or I would have, did this video a lot earlier. So yeah, that being said, let me know what you all think. How are you all feeling? Are you happy about what we're seeing so far? I think the other videos are going to be super, super exciting, because I'm going to actually show you and walk through some stuff that's super, super bullish already. So yeah, that being said, y'all, drop that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace out, fam.